That's Reggie Jackson. That's Mr. October. That's the straw that stirs the drink. I've met Reggie Jackson when I worked for Bay Alarm. We had calls, or we had accounts where we had the keys to the business. And we wouldn't call the subscriber unless there was an actual break-in. We would let ourselves in and investigate the alarm. It also worked for if they couldn't set the alarm because of a service issue, then they would lock up, call us, and we would send out one of our swing shift service guys with the keys to let themselves in and investigate why the alarm wasn't set. So, I mean, you paid more for that service, certainly, but we had a lot of keys. I mean, they were, in a drawer and time-stamped and all that stuff, because, Underwriters Laboratory does a lot of other things besides electrical safety. And one of the things they do is burglar alarm stuff where, you have to meet certain standards. We had UL alarms where we had a timed response, jewelry stores and check cashing places, mainly. Anyway, where am I here? Oh, Reggie Jackson. I get a call at a place I'd never been, kind of sort of on Adeline, almost at the Berkeley border. I show up, Oakland either isn't there or long gone, and it's dark. So I have the key, I walk the perimeter, doesn't look like it's nothing. And it was an old style alarm that we had converted to a more digital alarm, so it didn't tell me quite what the zone of protection went off. It just was, well, the protection went off. So I open the door, let myself in, and the office is absolutely empty. I go out to the warehouse. Now the power's on, so I turn on the lights, and the warehouse is empty. Well, the office is absolutely empty. And the warehouse, I walk out in the warehouse, it's got 6 or 7 absolutely 100-point restored muscle cars. Beautiful ones. So I don't get too close, but I walk over and, I look at the cars, and I'm walking back out to the front door. It's a fairly good-sized warehouse, not huge, but, I hear voices. Now I'm thinking, okay, it's not burglars. We have a different issue here. So I call out, hello, I'm with Bay Alarm, and we have an alarm here, and I have the keys. And so about 4 or 5 black guys dressed nice in suits, walk through the door into the warehouse, and they see me, and I explain, why I'm there, and so they ask about disabling the alarm, and I explain it to them, and I say, I need a signature. And they're talking about Mr. Jackson. Well, I don't know who Mr. Jackson is, but okay, So a guy walks up, and by God, it's Reggie Jackson, dressed in a suit, and I'm standing, face to face with him, explaining to him what the deal is. And I remember I looked down on him, and I'm thinking, damn, dude, you're not very big. Because I'm 6'5", and I can look down on top of Reggie's head. I mean, Reggie's one of the greatest money players ever. But so, I mean, he wasn't mean, but it was business. And I told him somebody had to sign the work order to get me to disable the alarm so he wouldn't have a problem anymore. And I told him, I am not allowed to give you the keys, but I very much suggest that you get the locks changed tomorrow. Well, I also said, you got some nice cars and nice stuff, nice cars. You don't have any fire protection. Do you want me to have one of our people contact you to, address this? And he just said no. And well, if you remember a couple of years, certainly I had left the alarm company, and they never did get our service because I drove by one day and the bell box was gone. So turns out that if you remember, Reggie lost a number of his classic cars in a warehouse fire. This was the warehouse that I was in, the warehouse where I told him, I suggested that, you get some better protection in here, and he ignored me. And because of that, he lost just at least a dozen of his just absolute 100-point restored muscle cars. So, I mean, he wasn't, his posse were all assholes, but he was nice enough. So he didn't sign the sheet of the work order, though. Somebody else did. So I didn't get Reggie's autograph, but that's my Reggie Jackson story. Another bail arm story. I love telling them. I forgot most of them by now, but anyway, thank you for watching Storytime with Joe. I'm at Starbucks, and the upload here is just incredibly embarrassing. The download's not bad, but nobody sells unlimited, unthrottled cellular internet. Don't let them tell you that they do. Nomad Internet says they do, and I drop them because they lie. Now, they don't throttle you, but AT&T throttles me because somehow I'm using too much of my unlimited service. It's like, you sons of bitches. So this Starbucks is incredibly slow, and it's AT&T, and it seems to me that in 2014 they went to Google. So I don't think this one here went to Google. I may have to find me a Starbucks I'm going to have to drive to, which I really didn't want to do, but, well, I got to get some better upload speeds. So that's my Reggie Jackson rambling on story. Thank you for watching Storytime with Joe, and enjoy your day.